All right. Another week, another track. We are here at Watkins Glen International for the Sahlen 6 Hours of the Glen for the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship in 2019. I'm Christopher DeHardy here. We're back again. We're at the start-finish line here at this historic Watkins Glen International. We're going to have a fun time here. We're going to try and get around the entire track this time. Those of you that watched the Road America track walk saw that we did not actually get through the last corner, so we're going to try and go as fast as we can here. As always, we will be turning off the camera during the straights, except for the main straight right here because of the elevation. I kind of want to illustrate the elevation change down here. So there's the Michelin Pilot Challenge cars over there in the pits. They just got done with the practice session because they have a 4-hour race coming up on Saturday. I've got the 6-hour race that I'm covering here on Sunday, and this is Thursday, the track walk. We got the teams over here. We got Aim Vasher Sullivan with their 2 Lexus entries. Lexuses. Acura, one of the Acura Penske's right there. Another one's going to be over there. Corvette racing between them. Meyershank Racing Acura over there. There's the Porsche GTLM pits, I believe, and I think that's the Mustang, the Action Express pits next to them. All right, so let's make sure we got everything situated here. All right, so here we are coming out into turn number 1 now. Over there on the far corner, it used to be all sand, gravel trap runoff over there, but we are looking at a all paved runoff over there with the iconic blue barriers. Looks like there's some tires over there. It is Armco the rest of the way around. Alright, just had to deal with something else real quick here. Alright, so turn 1. Let's just turn around here real quick. A little bit of elevation change going downhill here. We're going to get down here to turn number 1. We're getting closer, just past the 400 board. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, just had to fix something real quick. We're all good to go now. Alright, so we got the pit exit right here. Looks like they're trying to get everyone to go over through here. I'm guessing they're doing an RFID thing to see what tires are on which car, I guess. That's the pit road speed limiter, engine limit pylons that they let you know, hey, this is where you turn off the pit road speed limiter. Alright, so walking down here towards turn number 1. This has been a stop on the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship for many years, going back to the Grand Am days, actually. In fact, in Grand Am, they used to run 2 races here every year. One, the 6-hour race, runs the boot, the traditional course, and there's another race that they ran the NASCAR course. I think they ran the NASCAR weekend as well, which is interesting. We're going to turn around here and show you the definite elevation change here. Yeah, it's starting to get pretty pronounced going down here into turn number 1. On iRacing, this is one of the favorite courses of mine to run. When you get it right, it's a lot of fun. It's really simple too, but difficult to master. So here we go. This is turn number 1. We've got the curbing right here and really deep ruts right here. Like I'm gonna get my foot into this one right here. Yeah, they can take almost half my shoe actually if you look right there. It's pretty deep all the way around through there. Don't think you're gonna take up enough rubber to fill those gaps though. But yeah, that's the curbing. We're gonna get down really close here, and then we're gonna go down to the track level here, show you around the curve there. Yeah, this is turn 1, and it's uphill there to get to the runoff. Yeah, that is the runoff there at the exit of turn number 1. Tires, everything are all painted blue. Very, very uniform here in color. Show the exit curbing over here as well. Alright, so here we are at the exit curbs. I'm going to make an assumption it's going to be the same the whole way down. So we're going to turn the camera off here really soon, and then we're going to start back up again right next to the S's. But yeah, that's the curbing right there, same as the other side. And this is actually already started to take rubber. Like I can actually feel it being a little bit stickier than if I was just on the pavement. So yeah, the Michelin Pilot Challenge and the Lamborghini Super Trofeo and the Porsche GT3 Cup cars, they already are starting to lay a lot of rubber down on the exit of this curb. So we're going to start it up again right at the S's. All right, so we're here right at the one of the gates right here. And the S's are right here coming up. See, they're remarking to each other about the track. Curbing's going to end right up here. And then this is where it gets interesting. The S's are a really fun part of the track here. For those IndyCar fans that are looking at this, the S's, or also Road to Indy people as well, the S's are where Sonny Arrudia had that tire failure in the Indy Lights race here in 2016, I want to say. Yeah, 2016, because I wasn't here in 2016. I went here for the IndyCar race in 2017. Now this is interesting. The curbing is different here on the inside than it was for the other turn here. We're gonna go down here to the track level here, show you the difference in the curbing. I can't really see here on the viewfinder all that well, but yeah, that's the difference in the curbing from here to turn 1. I'm just gonna walk on it. It doesn't feel very pronounced actually. Notice the catch fencing stops right here because we have these billboards up in its place. But yeah, similar to Mid-Ohio and Road America, but this is really, really light curbing. Really light. Got the guardrail here on the inside. I think teams actually get an invoice if they damage the guardrail. You can feel the stickiness on the paint. So yeah, the Michelin tires have definitely laid down some rubber here this weekend. Noting the signage, Jack Daniels General Tire over there on the edge, and then Sahlen's right there. All right, so I believe if I remember right, the S's are where Francois Sever had his big accident here in 1973. So here we are through the right-hand portion of the S's, and one thing to notice, a lot of elevation. Went down a little bit to get into the corner. Now we're going all uphill. So yeah, now we're all in the uphill portion here, and then we're going to go to the left. And yeah, when they released the newer Mazda MX-5 Cup car for iRacing, this was the first track I drove it on, and it was a ton of fun, especially up here in the S's. Alright, wow, this is a lot of hill. You have the television cameras that are up at the top, and they don't do this justice worth it at all. They really don't. Just looking back through here, yeah, this is pretty significant. I mean, this is probably nothing compared to Mount Panorama. A good friend of mine, Stevens, walked that track or driven it, and yeah, there's some guy working up there on the billboard. All right, so here we are. I already feel winded a little bit. We're up here at the top of the S's almost, at the left-hander. And here we are with the curbing again. Not that much rubber down here on the left side of the curbing. If you notice, compared to the right side curbing that we just walked over. Primarily because the racing line doesn't really take you to the curbing until much later on. But if you look, we just walked up that. And yeah, winded. Very, very, very winded. Yeah. Chris, you should get in shape more. I know, I know. What can I say? If you're looking at these seats over here for hospitality, that's a really good place to sit. Alright. That's Marshall Station 3, I'm guessing, based on the fact that it says Station 3. Mentioned rubber. Here we are. Rubber on the line right here. Just walking on it. Yeah, it definitely feels a little bit sticky there. So yeah, they are filleting a good amount of it down. This is the grass that Arudio went on when he had that tire that failed on him in 16. I don't think they had the right setup. Ooh, that's interesting. Might want to kick that off of there. Don't want someone to pick that up. Alright, so we have this right-hander exiting onto the backstretch, and then we're going to turn the camera off until we get to the inner loop. And no catch fence right here, but we start up right up here. This is where they had the Porsche GT3 Cup accident. I want to say it was a couple of years ago with the Canadian and American cars racing at the same time here. Yeah, look at how far up we have come. Yeah, you see all that elevation. That's a hike, y'all. That is a guaranteed hike. Those of you looking for exercise, that's what you do. You just walk up and down that. So here is where the pivotal pass of the race happened in the 6-hour race last year. Coming out of this corner, I believe it was Steven Simpson in the Red Dragon number 99 Gangs Code car. Got around Montoya in the number 6 Acura Team Penske DPI, and that's what made the difference in getting the win. I think that's how memory serves me, right? Yeah, I think that's how it happened. We're going to come up here on the right hand side for the corner. Let's see here. And once we get out of this corner, we're gonna pause the camera until we get to the inner loop, like I said. Alright, let's see here. We got a photo hole right over here. Some photographers can get some really good shots out of that hole. You notice the little hole cut in the fence right over there. I might stop in front of it a little bit just to show you all what photographers do. See, another little small amount of rubber laid right here. But yeah, I'll walk to it right over here. This right over here is a photo hole where a lot of photographers can grab shots of the cars right here. Yep. Right there. Alright, so coming through this corner, looking back again, looking forward. Campers on the right here. Alright. It is hot out here today, y'all. It really is. This is a long corner, but if you're in a quick one, it's not going to be that long. You're going to get through it real fast. Alexander Rossi knows he won the last IndyCar race that's been hosted here to this date, which is June 27th, 2019, date of recording. Alright, so look back one more time. Down a little bit in elevation, but not too much. Once we get on the straight here, we're going to pause until we get to the inner loop, or the bus stop as some call it. A little patch of concrete here, or asphalt rather. Might have been something new that was done recently, because it is discolored. No catch fencing up here. Odd. Anyway, so now we are on the straightaway. So one last little thing, no exit curb over here, which is interesting to me. This is also where Will Power and Charlie Kimball had their incident a few years ago as well. So we're going to pause it for now. Alright. We are coming up to the inner loop, which was put in after the 1991 incidents that rocked the track. I think Tommy Kendall had an incident here in the IMSA Camel GTP race, and then JD McDuffie had his fatal accident. I believe it was actually with, I forget who it was with. I forget who it was with. But JD McDuffie had his incident there at the far side over there. So the old layout is able to be run if anyone wanted to, but I really don't know of anyone that still runs the old layout, to be truthful with you. But coming up here is the inner loop. So I think it's been reprofiled maybe once or twice. I know it used to have gravel runoff on the far right here, but it does not anymore. Fun fact, in the original NASCAR racing game on the PC, there used to be walls up here so that people could not just straight line it. And in NASCAR Racing 4, if you straight line the chicane, it would flash up on the screen, cheater! Anyway, so here's the curbing. Very similar to what you saw in the S's. A lot of rubber right here. This will all be straight black by the end of the weekend, I know. But yeah, that's the first bit right there. Not sure how many times that car was going to get hit. Hopefully none. But so here we are. That's the first part of the inner loop. Now if a driver misses the chicane, they have to go through there and that little gap in the tires, do a quick left, right, and then stop, and then they can keep going. Here we are with the next portion of the inner loop. Now this curve feels a bit more pronounced. Let's go down a little bit here. Yeah, this definitely looks a bit more pronounced than the other curbs. Once again, a lot of black right there. All right. And once we get out of the inner loop, we're gonna keep the camera rolling for a little bit because we have that right-hander, and then we're gonna pause it for about maybe a minute or so, and then we're gonna go again when we get to the first part of the boot. All right. So here we are. Six couple drivers may have already made mistakes here. All right. So now at the exit of the inner loop. All right. All right, so got a couple of golf carts behind us. Catherine Legg, Christina Nielsen, I think Bia Figueiredo was on there as well. The all-lady lineup for car number 57 in the Meyer Shank Racing, or Heinrich Shank Racing Caterpillar Acura NSX GT3 Evo. I think I got all that right. Alright, so Station 5A. Alright, so we got this little right-hander right here coming up. A little bit of grass runoff over there, but not too much. Alright. It's banked pretty steeply in here. Alright, so that's the inner loop. Just looking back. Alright, now looking forward here. Once again, it looks like the discoloration in the asphalt right there, so not sure if anything new was done there recently or what. Looking at the tire marks here, it looks like someone might have had a spin. Hopefully nothing too serious. Alright, so we're on the curbing right here. We're walking on it. Not really much, if any, rubber laid down on this part. But maybe a little bit later on we might have a little bit of rubber laid down on it. Catch fencing over here in front of the campers, which is a good sign. Looks like a TV camera position up there. Looks like a photo hole over there encased with blue. A little bit of rubber buildup over here on the curb. I'm going to turn around right here. Not really much elevation change, so to speak. Alright, so itty bitty bits of rubber. Alright, so another area we can bring a car in if they have an issue. Morello, I think that's a support level team, if I remember right. My memory may not be 100% sharp. I had a long drive in front of me to get here. Alright. This is a long corner. Yeah, now we got the rubber buildup here. Yeah. Yeah, the most memorable race I ever drove here in iRacing was in, like, I think the first or second year that I had the service. They had the 120 Minutes of Thunder, and they had the Cadillac RTSV, I think there were, and the older Riley Daytona prototypes. But they made a mistake. iRacing made a mistake, and they started the Cadillacs ahead of the the Daytona prototypes. So that was interesting at the start, because, you know, all the DPs had to go around all the Cadillacs, and there was some trouble, to put it mildly. I think it was in 2011 or 12 that happened. Yeah, I started last in the Cadillac portion of the field and finished second in class. A little bit of a downhill feel right here. And once we get out of this corner, we're going to look at the exit curb, and then we're going to pause it for about 15 or 30 seconds to get to that left-hander up there. Now, if you notice over here on the right, some pavement over here, that's the course that NASCAR runs. That's the short course. Hashtag run the boot, NASCAR. Get it right. The course goes over here, not over here. Fix it, please. Run the boot. Hashtag run the boot. I'll say it again. Run the boot. Yeah, that's the shorter course over there. Yeah, we're not going to go down there, because we're going to go this way, because that's where the cars go. Look at the curb over here real quick. Yeah, I like the turn one and the exit of the first turn over there. A lot of rubber over here, so we're going to pause this for now. All right, so here we are going into the left-hander that starts the boot. I'm noticing a bit of a downhill section right here, and yeah, I was not deceived. We're going downhill quite a bit here to the first portion of the boot. There's been some incidents around this corner in the past. Not a lot of runoff. In fact, there's like maybe a couple of feet of grass, and that's it. Yeah. So, I'm going to come around here to the inside of the track here. The curbing much like the rest of the track, except for the exit of the large right-hander and the exit of the first turn, and also the first turn as well. So all the blue tires on there on the right. Photo hole over there too. Yeah, we're walking on the curbing there, so that's why we're a little bit shakier than normal. But yeah, there's definitely some rubber being built up right here. So yeah, it's feet are sticking a little bit more than usual. This is a long corner right here, so the right side tire is going to feel a lot of punishment. I mean, you can hear the tires over there. That golf cart. So look how black the curbs are there. Yep. So we're gonna see the exit curbs over here, and then we're gonna turn it off when we get to the until we get to the toe of the boot. All right. And just so you can see the elevation, yeah, we walked from up there down to here. We're going to track out, as they say, over here to the right, following the apex. And a mix of both kinds of curbs right here on the exit of this turn. Alright, so we're going to turn the camera off right here. We're going to pick it up right down. Alright, here we are in the toe of the boot. Decent amount of elevation drop off here on the right side of the track. Line us up with the corner right here. Which there are, it looks like 2 grooves around here. The DPIs should be able to get around the GT cars easily going around the outside here. There's a interesting conversation happening over here to our left here. This is definitely an uphill corner as well. You need to make sure you get your acceleration points right in this corner, because this can determine your next straightaway and if you can make a move heading into the heel of the boot. Also notice grass runoff over here. Car can go off there and hit the tires as well. So yeah, oh, looks like a small amount of cloud cover. All right, hooray. All right, so we are going uphill. Yeah, you can definitely see how uphill this is. Curbs similar to the rest of the track, or the vast majority of the rest of the track. Ooh, that cloud cover feels nice. All right. All right.
Nah, man, the second, third, and fourth seats and first floor, you gotta run.
So, here we are.
Get a good push off them legs though, dude. I appreciate it. I like that little wave. That was cute.
So that's the elevation you got right there, with the TV camera position on the top of that thing. And we're exiting this corner, so we're going to go ahead and just turn off the camera here in just a second. But yeah, a lot of elevation as you can see going up there as well. So, just to show you one more time, and there we go. Exiting the toe. Alright, so the reason why I'm doing this right here at the exit of the toe, if you look over there, you can see the how the course comes, and the elevation change that we've got here. So yeah, turn the camera off again for just a little bit longer. Oh wait, over there, the start of the run down to the rest of the first start of the boot. Yeah, we just walked from there. Yep. Just one more time. We were just over there a few minutes ago. That's the start of the boot. And yeah, goes down quite a bit and up a long ways. So yeah, we're gonna just keep it going right here. We're at the 300 board already for the heel of the boot. Okay, so that's where we're gonna be in a few minutes. So we got some more walking to do. If you get a good run out of the toe of the boot, you will get a good chance to pass down here coming into the heel. I've made many spins coming into here on iRacing. I know iRacing isn't the real thing. Well, hey, it's fun. That's what matters most, y'all. All right. Concrete runoff over here. It looks like maybe a small amount of this gravel near the edge of that. If there is, interesting. So here we are. There's Connor's up there. Just on your front. All right, so here we are. Notice a lot of discoloration for the pavement here. A lot of rubber's been taken in right here. A lot of rubber. So here we are. After this, we have 3 more corners to go. Yeah, that is gravel over there. All right. So we got the curbing over here, similar to the vast majority of the rest of the track. And if we don't have any rain this weekend, here's hoping we don't have any rain, this will get rubbered in very nicely. And you can see times dropping by quite a bit over here. They repaved this, the whole track here a few years ago, so it got really, really quick. Yeah, not really much elevation change right here. Maybe a small bit downhill, but yeah, it's definite downhill going up there, and then it's uphill going on to the resumption of the short course. But yeah. The exit curbing over there looks a lot like the rest of the course. And we're going to turn it off once we get past this little edge of this discoloration. Alright, we'll turn it back on at that corner up there. Alright, we're here at the exit of the boot. We went uphill a decent amount, but this is the corner that I've gotten wrong more often than any other corner here at Watkins Glen whenever I've driven this track on iRacing. Whenever I've done it, it's a little off camber, I think, but I'm going to get a chance to walk through it for the very first time here. This is where Robert McGinnis went off in the Team Pelfrey, what was then known as Pro Mazda car, after contact with Nikita Ostoshkin, just after this corner right here, in the first of 2 races that weekend for what was then known as Pro Mazda back in 2017. Redundancy, Department of Redundancy right here, y'all. Alright, so not too much off camber right here, but I think at the exit is when it gets off camber. Extra space for runoff. Some rubber buildup on the curbing. I just don't need here and go find me. Ain't no sucks. 166. 50 for the first two parts. Alright, so you can feel it be a little bit off camber here near the exit. Yeah, right near the exit, yeah, this is really where it is off camber. No runoff really at all to speak of right here. Yeah. So you really need to get this right. So yeah, that's the exit of the boot. Yeah. 2 more corners to go. Alright, so here we are. The penultimate corner right here at Watkins Glen. We are almost done with the lap here. It's a bit of a drop off there after the corner. But we notice the Sahlen's signage over here on the right. So we got some space. Let's go over here to the left here. Alright, so we have the curbing right here, similar as the rest of the track, except for a couple of portions where it's different, but we can see the vast majority. A little discoloration over here where the rubber's being laid down. Let's see. Oh, we should have that cloud cover back. Alright. Just looking back over there, over here. Some marbles offline, maybe a little bit, yeah. Some. Take a look here at the exit curbing. Similar to the vast majority of the rest of the track here. Gravel way over there. A little bit of asphalt, but yeah. And then we got the final corner over there. Notice, of course, the discoloration with the rubber. We're going to turn it off till we get to the last corner right over there, y'all. Alright, so here we are at the final corner of Watkins Glen International. If you see right there that little line on the track, that is the pit entry indicator. You'll see drivers walking the same way I am right now, indicating to other drivers behind them they're going to go inside the pits. We're not going to go through the pits. We're going to just go up onto the standard track. But notice we have asphalt runoff here on the exit, some tires, and yeah, the same kind of curbing as the rest of the circuit, with some discoloration up there you can see. Oh, a little bit of cloud cover, lovely. Alright, so here we are, through the final corner. And there's the Mazda hospitality unit. The Lexus one's way over there. See a BMW one over there too. I've walked across this bridge a couple of times. It's alright. Not terrible. See, here's the entry commit line right there. Notice on the pavement you see 3 white strips, then 2, then 1. Then you see the little bollard right there for the pit entry speed limit. Alright, see? 3. And you see the 2 right up there. And then up there is the 1. Alright, so we're going to stay up here on the track. Oh, it's like one of the Motorsports in Action McLarens in the GT in the Michelin Challenge series. So there's the 2, and there's the 1. So We made it. We made it around Watkins Glen International. What a lap. That's a lot of elevation. And my Apple Watch registered that I was doing a walking workout somewhere. I forget where, but around the track. But I'll read off the stats here later on. So there's the pit entry. I think one of Robbie Gordon Stadium Super Trucks hit that in 2017 when they had him here with the Indy cars. So we're now past the pit entry right there, and now we're walking. So there's the Motorsports in Action tent right there. And let's keep going down and we'll point out various teams. But yeah, there's the commentator's box up there. I've been in that little area over there. It's all right. All right, so I'm gonna point out random teams that I see that I know who they are. That number 8, the vertical bridge, that's Starworks. They run the 8 Audi in GT Daytona. Next thing looks like Monoplace by Land are setting up their awning. They were the ones stuck with a 5-minute BOP penalty at Daytona in 2018. 47, that's the Precision Performance Motorsports Lamborghini. That's the car that Jake Edson's going to be driving in. He was announced recently as being their 3rd driver for that car. They had an incident at Sebring in practice, but they got the car together, so that was good. Looks like the number 9 FAF Motorsports Porsche's next to them. They also run in Michelin Pilot Challenge, which is the car they have right there. Looks like Turner Motorsports is next. '19. Oh, that's a GT Daytona team. I'm blanking on the name right now. 48 Paul Miller Racing. We got the 63 Scuderia Corsa mechanics and all. Then there's Juncos right there, the heroes of the Indy 500 qualifying day. Then you have Riley Motorsports, Core Autosport, Magnus Racing, Mazda Team Yost, Chip Ganassi Ford Racing. And here we are back again at the start-finish line at Watkins Glen International. This was just over 3 miles. I think it was 3.4 miles is how long the track is around here. So this has been a lap, and it's been pretty challenging. So I hope that you all have enjoyed it.